Merry Christmas.
Welcome to Stab Comedy Theater. It's time for Comedy for Santa. Please welcome to the stage your host, Stephen Ferris, and Santa!
Okay, well, thank you for the applause, everybody. And this is Comedy for Santa, a comedy. Look, Santa Claus is already here. I decided to do this show because I know some people have been a little naughty this year. And me too. I was over at my sister's house trying to teach the baby to drop food on the floor more. She was already doing it. I was encouraging her to do it more. I was like, I'm being naughty. So I want to do this show to try to put Santa Claus in a good mood so that maybe he's willing to overlook any naughtiness that any of us might have gotten involved in this year. So forget everything I just said. Anyway, thank you for coming out to see the show. I know a lot of people have stuff to do on Christmas Eve, but we knew that some people probably didn't and would need something, and so that's another reason we decided to do the show tonight, to give people a place to go, to get together and have a good time. So hopefully you guys have a good time tonight. Anyway, as the host of this show, it's my job to kind of warm up the crowd a little bit for the other comedians that are going to be performing. And so I guess I'll do that. I'm wearing unscented deodorant tonight. And yeah. I was thinking about it, though. I was like, how does unscented deodorant work? Because it doesn't have a scent to mask your body odor. How does it do it? And then I was remembering I bought some noise-canceling headphones. And I was like, maybe it's kind of like that, because noise-canceling headphones, what they do is they have a microphone on them, and it takes the sound, the ambient noise around you, and plays it back in a reverse, inverse wave. So then it cancels out inside the headphones, and you can't hear the ambient noise. So I thought maybe that's what's happening with the unscented deodorant. It's actually, creating like an inverse of your body odor and emitting that at the same time as you emit your body odor, so that people can't smell your body odor. Right? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how it works. That's just an idea. But anyway, this unscented deodorant, I actually got it for a Christmas present. No, I didn't. It's a Christmas present that my brother-in-law got last year, and then he didn't want it, so he gave it to me. My sister got it for him. She also got me deodorant, and all the deodorant that she got for me was scented. I don't know why she got him unscented deodorant. And I was, when I got my deodorant, I didn't even know like why she got it for me. I was like, did I forget to wear deodorant one day when I came over? Like, but then no, I mean, she got it for me and her husband, and she got it for my parents. Everybody got deodorant. So I realized what was going on was like she was just trying to like push this kind of deodorant that she likes on everybody else to try to boost the brand. I don't know if she like had a deal with the native deodorant brand or what, but she got it for everybody. And I was a little bit worried because I already had bought deodorant for myself a couple days before. I bought like 2 or 3 sticks, and so then she got me 4 sticks, and I had 7 sticks, and I was starting to get concerned because I usually just buy 2 or 3, right? And before that, I actually just would buy 1 stick of deodorant at a time, and I did that for years. But the problem with it was that what I would do is when that stick was gone, then I would go to the store and buy another stick. But that meant that I had to go to the store without deodorant on. Don't want to do that, but I did it. I don't know. So I started to eventually, at some point, I started to buy like 2 or 3 sticks at a time. That way, when there was only 1 stick left, then I'd go buy more, and I could use some of that last stick when I went to the store. And then I think one day they had a sale on Brute deodorant. That's the kind that I use, is Brute. And so I stocked up and bought like 4 or 5 sticks. But it turned out to be a mistake because by the time I got to the last stick, it took a lot longer to get to it because I had, let's say I bought 5, I had 4 sticks in front of that last one. And when I opened it, a lot of it had evaporated from inside the stick, and there was just like this little tiny sliver of deodorant left. And was able to use it once to go to the store, but I was like, I'm not going to do this again, and I went back to 2 or 3 sticks. So that's why I got so worried. I had 7 sticks at Christmas time, and I was like, oh no, like what's going to happen to my last stick now? I have 7 sticks, and then my brother-in-law, he didn't want the unscented stuff, so he asked me if I wanted it. I didn't want to waste it, but now I had 11 sticks, and I was freaking out, man. And I wasn't even really using deodorant because it was everything was still locked down. I was like, I couldn't go anywhere. It was like, why wear it? But so it was there's a lot of worrying, but it ended up being for nothing. None of the sticks dried out this time, so it's been fun. Anyway, so hopefully now you guys are warmed up, thinking about the good smells that come from deodorant, or the absolutely no smells that come from unscented deodorant. And let's get this thing really kicked off now, and I'm going to start bringing up some other comedians to perform for you guys and for Santa. First comedian that I'm going to bring up tonight, if you need to get your list out or whatever to take some notes, see how he does, think about what you're going to give him and whatnot, go ahead. This guy, he plays all around here in the Bay Area too. I've seen him down there doing it. Let's give it up real big for Buddy.
Guys, give me a second. It's been a while since I've used a condom. Sorry, Santa. Don't knock me for that. I'm being safe. All right, guys. I'm here. Jesus. We got Santa, we got two people with canes, so we got two Tiny Tims. We're like a bootleg Christmas Carol up in here, you guys. I do have to say, though, as Jesus, it's kind of rude, Santa, that my birthday has become about you. I don't know. Kind of glory hog, I'd say. You give everybody gifts on my birthday? I don't know. Seems kind of rude. Seems kind of disrespectful, considering who my dad is. That's cool. Whatever, though. It's cool. It's cool, Santa. So in 1996, there was a craze, a pog craze, right? And I asked for one thing: a White Ranger jammer. That's all I asked for. It was metal, it was cool, it was shiny, and I got a lot of cool stuff. I got like video games. I think Resident Evil came out that year. I got a bunch of cool stuff, but I didn't get that Power Ranger Pog. Do you have an answer for that? Oh, he's just gonna smile and giggle at me. Okay, Santa. All right, man. Okay. Santa, do you know how many people it takes to make an orgy? No? Anyone in here? 4? No, it's a lot more than that. Yeah, there is a number, though. There's a threshold, I guess. It's 10 people. Yeah, anything less than that is a sum. A 9 sum, a 7 sum, a 6 sum. Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun fact that you guys learned tonight, which is also a fun thing to know, but not so fun when you're texting 8 of your other friends and you're like, hey guys, if we can get one more person in this group text, we can have an orgy. And that is the story of how I am not invited to group texts anymore, you guys. It's been a tough year. Things are scary right now. But my hair looks really good, so things are looking up. Thank you very much. Yeah, I've been celebrating the holidays much like any 33-year-old single white depressed male would, by doing shrooms and going to Six Flags. Every time I do it, I'm like, I'm going to come up with some revelation that's going to change my life, something that's going to change, something that's going to make me happier. But the only revelation I've come to is that the only job of security at theme parks is to stop teenagers from fucking by the funnel cake station. I heard one yell at them and just go, hey, not by the dolphins. You guys, it's the day before Christmas. Anybody working tomorrow? Nice. What about you? Couple of presents, yeah. I'll still accept that Power Ranger Pog. But maybe just hear this story out before you decide whether or not to do that, okay? Hey, you guys, I'm going to end on a little story because I feel close to you guys. I feel like we're friends here. You guys like porn? Santa, what's your take? Just a thumbs up will do. Yeah. I just got Santa to thumbs up porn. That is the coolest thing ever. Okay, so my favorite porn story is also my favorite story about my dad. And I don't want you guys to get weird on me. Last time I saw my dad, not that one, but last time I saw my dad was the last time he went to prison, and he had left me one thing. He left me a shopping bag filled with pornography, both in VHS and DVD form, none of which had a case on it. But there was one VHS that caught young 12-year-old Buddy's heart, and that was a little movie called Max World 8. It's about an older silver-haired gentleman who would drive around in a dirty, disgusting van, and in every town he would go to, he would find some hot young woman who would just sleep with him. And for 12-year-old me, you guys, that was the dream. And I want you to know it at 33, that dream has not shifted as far as it probably should have. But one day I was coming home, and my grandma decided to clean up the house, and she was deciding to put away all the VHSs, you know? It was time to just go into DVDs. In her hand was one VHS, Max World 8, plucked freshly from my VHS player, a frequent after-school watch. She hands it to my sibling, and she says, put this in the cartoon section, and at that moment I could have shut my mouth, and nobody would have known the difference, and the story would have been over. But I was such a fan of that movie, you guys, I had to speak up. I said, Grandma, that's not a cartoon. She snapped back at me. She said, yes, it is. It's that stupid superhero rat. I said, no, that's Mighty Mouse. And that is not a cartoon. We argued back and forth for a little bit, and eventually she hands it to my sibling, and she says, put it in the VHS player and prove him wrong. And Santa, the next few moments only took a few seconds, but it felt like a lifetime because I knew exactly two things. That one, that was not a cartoon, and two, because of my rabid fandom of the film, I knew exactly what scene was literally about to come onto the screen. Max has just met young Rebecca in the hot Arizona sun. She's a hot, young, 27-year-old Asian American woman looking for two things: ice cold water to cool off and a hot cock to warm back up. An actual line from the film, Santa, I Tell You I Was a Fan. We're about 28 seconds into their lovemaking session because at 12 years old, that is about as far in as I can get. But I want you to know, at 33, I've at least doubled that time. Thank you. The movie comes on, and there it is. Max has young Rebecca bent over his dirty sink, and he's just giving it to her, and then I see it. My tiny little old grandma. She flies across the room. She pulls the VHS from the VHS player, turns around, and with Tom Brady accuracy, throws it across the room, hits me in the head, and goes, I guess it's not a cartoon. You guys have been amazing. Before I bring up your awesome host, Steven, I want you guys to make sure, if you're online, if you're here, there's merch, support, Stab's amazing, Christmas is amazing, and welcome back up your amazing host, Steven.
Keep it going for Buddy. Buddy. There's some more. Come on. Do some more for Buddy, you guys. Come on. There. Love Buddy. Okay. Well, how you doing, Santa? You comfy? Yeah. All right. Good. That's the way we want to keep it. Are you enjoying the show? Yeah. Good. I'll keep it like that, too. You got the reindeer outside and everything with the sleigh? Okay. All right. Good. I think there's free parking everywhere, so should be all set there. Okay, well, I'm going to bring up another comedian now. You ready for more? Okay. Let's have a big round of applause for Teo Morgan. We ready? He's gonna be here in a second. Here he comes. Oh, we gotta swap. Take buddies off of there. Used condom.
Kind of gross. All right. Is that good for you guys? All right. Is it snug? Can you feel it still? I'm debating. Let me see here. All right. I just don't want to kill Santa. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that'd be fucked up. I got a lot of questions for you, Mr. Crinkle. Can I call you Chris? Yeah. All right. Thank you, Chris. First off, in the Netherlands, I'm not sure if y'all are aware of this. In the Netherlands, Santa had the part of the legend is that he had an assistant named Black Pete. They say it in Netherlandish or whatever. Netherlandese. I don't know how you say that, but it's Black Pete. He's reputed to be a Moor, and he assisted Santa. Sometimes, you know, the legend goes that he beat the kids that were bad or whatever. You know, you get a lump of Black Pete in your stocking if you're bad. So my question is, what did you do to him? Because he didn't make it across the Atlantic. So you just take all the credit now. That's the idea. Okay. So is he up there with the elves? And why do you still enslave elves when there's perfectly good human children available? Okay. Do you mean that like in a sexual way or like you know what's going on here? I gotta say, I feel privileged too to have had Jesus telling Santa jokes about pornography. I wasn't expecting that this evening. I also wanted to ask, you know, where do you stay these days? Is it still up at the North Pole or Airbnb or whatever? You're lazy. Really, how do you make it around the world in like one night? Just let me see. I had a couple other questions. Let me see. So when I was back in the day, you held me once, and you held me exactly like this, and I was about 4. And there's photographic evidence. I wish we could put it up on the screen. I didn't bring it. Were you holding me like that because my father's black or because my mother's Irish? Which one is it?
4-year-old be
Okay, so you felt you were feeling my bladder is what you were saying. You could tell I was full. You were all up in my bathing suit area. I don't remember that. I must have blacked it out. You know, that wasn't supposed to be a pun, but I guess it was. I want to ask the one other black man in the room, is it okay if I say the N-word in front of all these white people? You're comfortable with that? Okay. So, a lot of people, they mistake me for Latino. And I'm wondering, have you ever thought about moving your operation to Latin America? No. The labor standards are too high. Just okay. So I asked your permission, but I feel really uncomfortable saying it in front of this many white people. I don't know why. Do you know what I'm saying? You feel me? Okay, great. Yeah, but I am, like, as I said, I'm half liberal white guilt. I'm half impotent black rage. And it turns out when you mix those two things, you get something that looks an awful lot like Home Depot day labor to a lot of people. Fuck you for laughing at that. It's so bad I can't even go through the parking lot of that motherfucker without some creepy old dude trying to get me in his car to go home with him. Sometimes it's a creepy old lady, and I'm like, fuck it. I don't normally do drywall, but I could use the money. The other day, I wasn't going to do my set. I'm just going to do it because it's funny to tell it to you directly. The other day, a girl tried to guess my mix. She came up to me and she said, "I'm going to guess you Irish and Haitian." And I'm like, "Damn, girl, not only is that precise, it's almost correct. How the fuck did you do that?" And she said, "Because, nigga, you smell like Lucky Charms on earthquakes." And I'm about to get me a spoon. It's poor form to laugh at your own jokes. I just want to let you. So I don't know. Have I done 10 yet? Am I even close? Past half? Okay. I should have looked at the clock. I'm doing all right. Okay. Thank you. I normally do a show called Diversity and Dragons. Yeah, I haven't done that. Thank you. I got one fan. I haven't done stand-up in a minute because I hate it, honestly. It's not really the jokes, Santa, that suck. It's the people. Not the people in the audience. Not the people in the audience. I'm sorry. Especially you two. I love you. And my man right here. And that dude back there. You're good. You're good. All the other ones, though. Especially the one. Oh, shit. We're not allowed to turn the camera on the audience, are we? Okay, I won't do that. Sorry, Jesse. I'm sorry I even asked. That was probably nerve-wracking for just a moment because he's like, I know that guy's unpredictable. He might do it. He might touch the camera. So if you look on line, Stab has, I think, exactly one negative review, and it's because I was at an open mic. And there was a dude in the back that was a millennial. I probably shouldn't be talking about this. Okay, I got permission from the host. Let's go. He was in the back, and he talked through every person's set up here. So we get, I don't know if you know, ever been to open mic, we get about 5 minutes, and then they light you. And he was getting lit regularly, and I believe the host had told everybody the deal. But he talked through everybody's set, and then when he came up here, he ran the light by 2 minutes, Santa. He ran the light by 2 minutes, and then when I got up, I explained because there was a bunch of people I'd never seen before, so I explained all the rules to him, but I was really loud. And then I did this joke I'm going to do at the end of my set, and he said that I didn't even do any jokes at I was just yelling at him the whole time. I was surprised, though, he didn't mention all the ethnic slurs I said, because the joke has a lot of them. So when I was little, both of my brothers, they still are a lot darker than me. And because I'm so light, they told me I shouldn't say nigga as much as they did. Them niggas ain't here tonight. But they said I should save them up. And I was so small, I believed him. I thought there was actually a nigga bank. I called it my niggy bank. And the way that worked is anytime somebody calls me that, it's a deposit. If I call somebody else that, it's a withdrawal. And it seems like most of y'all probably got a zero balance, no overdraft protection. You ever try it out? It feels like you're bouncing a check, Mr. Kringle. Yeah, for me, it wasn't like that. My dad would come home and he'd be like, "Nigga, turn that off. Nigga, turn that down. And nigga, pick up them toys, nigga." And I'd be like, "Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching." And at this point in my life, thanks to a complex investment portfolio, I am now nigga rich. Is that it? We're really close. Might as well just call it. Okay. But I did want to ask you, if you had to pick, do you hate black people more or the Irish? He said that chuckle was that was disturbing. That was more disturbing than me. No, and darker Irish. Okay, all right. I've been Teo Morgan. I implore you people, if you thought I was at all funny, please follow me at Dive and Drag on all the things. All right, I love y'all. Love all y'all niggas, and please don't spend that all in one place.
Keep it going for Teo. Yeah. Oh, that was great. What do you think, Santa? Yeah. Okay. What else was I gonna say about the show? I don't know. This is just I'm having a good time on this show, and it seems like you guys are too. And we've got more comedians. The next comedian, he's had a lot of Facebook posts that I find humorous. And so I asked him to come out tonight and perform some of his Facebook posts for you guys. Let's give a big round of applause for David Shapiro.
Hey, how are you guys? Thanks, Anna. I'm Jewish. We don't have a lot to talk about. Not your fault. You're a nice guy. I'm Italian too, so. I'm gonna do something that Stephen asked me to do and not do material. Well, he didn't say don't do material, but he said, do your Facebook posts. I like them, and I was like, yes, cool, I want to. But I'm not actually gonna talk about. I'm gonna talk in the style of a Facebook post, if that's copacetic with you guys. Copacetic's a fun word, by the way. You should look it up. You know it? Groovy. Okay, so I want to explore for the next 8 minutes and 37 seconds. I think that's accurate. I live a double life, kind of. I perform as myself, as a David Shapiro, a Jewish Italian man. And then I also perform as a drag princess. Now, if you guys have questions throughout this, just throw up your hand, because some of this stuff is very weird. So you ask me, and I'll answer, because we're figuring this out as we go. That's life, right? Cool. So I perform as a drag princess named Suzette Vanetti. Oh, did I just ruin it for you? I'm sorry. Sometimes I don't tell people because it destroys. This is it. This is all there is. I know, yeah. The ladies behind you have no. I'm very pretty, like, in drag. What's a drag princess? I perform with drag queens who are amazing. They can do their own hair. They can sew their own clothes. They can do their own makeup. They show up. They MC. They mix their own mixes. They sing. They dance. They cook. They make sure everyone gets home in an Uber. I'm just going to show up and look pretty. I can't do all that. Someone make me clothes and do my hair. I'm lucky I can do my makeup. But I'm straight. And so I know I'm really hot in drag because I see myself and I'm like, damn, I want to date me. I'm hot. And I used to be married, and people are like, oh, did your wife leave you because of the drag? No, she left me because I was way hotter. I don't think she liked it. And this is televised, so that's fun. She doesn't mind if I talk about her when I do stand-up. This isn't stand-up, though, so I guess she still doesn't mind. She also doesn't mind if I name her. I'm just not allowed to name her law firm. But she kept my name, Shapiro, and it's the only law firm in Sacramento with my last name. So if you want to look her picture up and just look up lawyer Shapiro and then look me up, Suzette Vanetti, you can vouch. I'm pretty. Thank you. Thank you. So a drag princess. Yeah, I'm just cute. It sounds younger. Even though I'm 38, it makes me sound cuter and younger. It's very weird, though. Some things are the same and some things are different. Like I've got this really great cleavage when I'm in drag, and then people just walk up and touch it, and I feel very violated, right? Because like consent, like don't just walk up and touch my cleavage. So like we relate, right? Then they walk away, and I'm like, but they wanted to touch them because they're really great. We still relate, yeah, still relatable. And then I think if they walk back and put a 20 in between my boobs, I'm okay with that. So I don't know if that makes me relatable and cheap or completely unrelatable. Not cheap. A 20's good. 20's nice. I mean, yeah, 5 of those a night. Like, does this doesn't sound like a drag queen? This sounds like a drag hussy. Yeah. There's and then taking the bra off at the end of the day, super amazing. Like, just want to get the bra off. It's digging into my shoulder. It is not comfortable. Bras are not underwire. I don't even have real boobs. I still feel the underwire. It's terrible. What I do that you guys don't do is sometimes when my boobs get smelly, I take them out of the socks, the little pantyhose sock they're in, so they don't slide around, and then I wash them with soap and water. I mean, you wash your boobs, just not in the sink like this. Yeah. I still feel for lumps out of habit because I know you're supposed to. I would probably just get new ones. I don't know. I don't know if that's funny or not. I don't mean to disparage cancer. But I'm washing my boobs in the sink and there's a nipple, and when they're soapy, it feels weird, and I have to do something to make myself laugh because it's a really weird moment. Yeah, so it's a weird life. I don't know if I'll ever date again. I was at the mall and I was trying to buy underwear that matched my bras because I want to feel cute when if anyone sees, which they see my underwear a lot. I wear very short dresses and you can see the bra straps, and so I just wanted underwear that matched my bra, so I looked put together, a little more thought out. And the girl was like, "Oh, what?" But sometimes I say it's for me, and sometimes I just say, "Oh no, it's for her." And so she was like, "What kind of material?" And I was like, "Oh, whatever kind of material." She's flexible. If it's cotton, that's great. If it's not, that's okay. And they were like, "What kind of cut?" And I was like, "Well, something with a little bit of coverage. She likes to show a little bit. She, not a thong. This is the over pair that's going over my dance tights." Because you wear dance tights as a drag performer often. Some drag queens shave their legs. That's a lot of work, though. If you didn't have to, you wouldn't, right? Okay, no feedback. Cool. Thanks, ladies, for helping me out. And this girl, anyway, in this process, she thought I was the greatest boyfriend in the world because I knew what color the girl wanted. I knew what style the girl wanted. I picked out 6 because they had a sale, and she was like, she said, "You are such a good boyfriend." And I said, "Yeah," because I didn't know what to say. And then I just thought, oh, now I can't date that. I can't hit on that girl. She's off limits because she thinks I'm a good boyfriend, and I'm a terrible boyfriend if suddenly I'm like, "Hey, here's my number." So I think what I need to do is buy more than I need, and then if she's really cute, then I just return some and say like, "Oh, she broke up with me." I don't know. That's a thought. Yeah, I tell you what, I couldn't date a girl that doesn't know how to blend the makeup. I don't know. Yeah, sorry. Either like a blender. No, I like shakes. I like a good protein shake, a good milkshake, and I know. My ex-wife didn't wear a lot of makeup. And I thought she looked great, even though now I'm telling you to go look at her picture and compare the two of us. But I thought she looked great. You couldn't find her? Where? You Googled that just now? Jesse just went to the control room. I wonder if he's going to throw it up. No, he's not. So, Zach, you look, and nothing came up. Really? Let's do this together. Sorry, this isn't material. I'll do some material while we do this. So I have a pimple right here, and I just noticed it. And here's the thing: I do my makeup really well. I know how to blend my makeup, and so I do. Are you looking it up? Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I'm not allowed to legally say, but this set is brought to you by that firm because they're paying. I'm getting spousal support. So if you have any problems with my material, write them a letter, ask for more funding. Yeah, it pays my bills. That and dressing up like a drag princess pays my bills. Is there a picture of her? No? She's the only Shapiro that works there. Oh, no, they did, because she hated that picture. If it's the same one, she was furious with it. She was like, why would they pick that picture? And at the time, I was like, yeah, that's a bad picture. But now I'm like, no, use that one. So I can, yep, that's it. Now bring me up. Bring me up in the red. Yeah, show them what I look like. So I do my makeup well, right? And I have this pimple, and I'm gonna let's hypothesize that I'm gonna go on a date. And I'm like, oh, I know how to get rid of a pimple, just a little bit of concealer, but I can't just put on a little bit of concealer, can I? I have to put on some foundation over the concealer, right? And so there's just a foundation, full face foundation. That's great. Now you can't see the pimple anymore, but now my eyes look a little bit washed out. So just a little bit of eyeliner, a little bit of mascara makes my eyes brighten up, pop. I'm awake, right? Now my lips are gone though. So just a little bit of lip liner, a little bit of lipstick. Now my lips are back. My eyes are good. My face is good. No pimple. A little bit cold on the cheeks. So just a little bit of blush, warm it up, I'm 4 hours late for my date at this point. I look great, but I might as well finish off this look with a ponytail, crop top, and mini skirt, right? And then I get to my date 5 hours late, and my date's gonna say "You're 5 hours late, and you look fabulous." Did you pull up that picture? My time's up. Oh yeah, let's see it. Yeah, Jesse's got me. Oh, okay. Is it okay if I? Okay, cool. Merry Christmas, Santa. You're welcome. My people acknowledge your presence. We don't let you into our house. That's kind of weird. It's a weird Gentile thing. This strange man's coming in your house, and you feed him? Not a Jewish thing to do. Unless his name's Elijah, and then you set a place for him every year. Your name's not Elijah, right? That's what I thought. Okay, yeah. I know. Oh, yeah, look, that's me. Now bring up that picture again. That is me. Look at those boobs. Thanks, Jesse. So yeah, how am I going to date when I look like that? The girl I date has to be better looking than that. Yeah, look, okay, compare the two. She's not making a good face. I got to say she didn't help herself out. Okay. Huh? Who's my ex-wife or me? No, I love her still to this day. She just cheated on me and left me. Yeah. After I supported her for 10 years when she was in law school. So I get to make fun of her and say that I'm prettier. I think that's fair. Anyway, my time is up. Thank you for letting me pontificate. This was a joy. Give it up for Steven.
Thank you. We'll be going for David Shapiro. All right. Okay, well, Santa, and let's see, our next comedian coming up here is in a wheelchair here. Can you sneak by right there? Okay, and you want the mic stand over here? Or, okay, it's kind of dark over here, though. Maybe it'd be better over here. Okay, all right.
You want to bring him up?
All right, you got it. Perfect. Thank you, Steve.
Welcome to the stage, Dan Smith.
Yeah,
You didn't introduce him, Stephen. You didn't even introduce
Stephen
him.
Ferris, everyone. Hey. How's it going, Santa? Good. You know what? It's good to have someone that I can really see eye to eye with. Hold on. Somebody really on my level, Hey, thanks for the hoodie, by the way, the new hoodie. Yeah, I won't tell anybody you gave it to me early. The old one was getting kind of judgmental, though, holier than thou. All right, never mind. Hey, how's everybody doing? Hey, you know what? If I can be a stand-up comedian, you guys can do better than that. Make some fucking noise. There you go. All right. That's better. I'm Dan the Can't Stand Up comedian. Can't stand up, get it? Can't stand, yeah. All right, there we go, yeah. Tell you a little bit about myself. My pronouns are he, him, and hot rod. I had a tough morning this morning. I got up this morning and I got in my shower and I jumped on my shower bench and all of a sudden the leg just snapped right off and boom, down I went. Yeah, it sucked, yeah. 'Cause that's what I need, one more bum leg. Then I went out and I made some breakfast. I made hold on now. I made myself some eggs. There we go. and they turned out runny. And, you know, I really hate runny eggs because I don't appreciate it when my breakfast tries to show me up. I'll tell you, one of my biggest dreams growing up was to compete in the Paralympics someday. You know, I never got there as an athlete, but I did go as a spectator one time. And I was going to tell you guys about my favorite sports that I saw while I was there, but I figured, you know what? Instead of telling you, I'm going to show you, okay? So I'm going to act out 3 sports, and when you know what sport I'm doing, you just yell it out, okay? All right, so here's the first one. Wheelchair basketball. Oh, yeah, that one's easy. All right. Here's the second one. Anybody? That was the wheelchair hurdles. All right, last one. Here we go. All right. There's a stool. Swimming. Swimming is an excellent guess, but no, actually the answer we were looking for is drowning. Yeah. You can't swim in a wheelchair. That was when I was younger, though, and but now I'm getting older. Now I'm about to turn 44, and you know, I can tell I'm getting older. You know how? Because when I was younger, you know, I was opening the door for myself. You know, I didn't want to hear any of that. I know you can do it for yourself, but bullshit. No, I'm gonna do it myself. Now I get to the door, and I'm just like. Somebody walks up. Finally! God, you have any idea how long I've been sitting here waiting? God, I'm late. Come on. All right, that was a new joke, so you know, maybe I need to work on that one. All right. So I like to get tattoos. Anybody else have any ink? Yeah. Hey, all right, cool. You got a favorite tattoo? That one, what is it? You're what? Ambitious. I thought you said my bitches. Ambitious. That's much better. All right. Well, my favorite one is a simple one. It's this one right here. It's a number 90, and I got it on my 90th day of sobriety. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. Thank you. Problem is, a lot of people think it says go. Yeah. They're like, go where? Go fuck yourself. No, but you know what, though? I had to quit drinking because if I had gotten one more DUI in this thing, my wheels were going to get impounded. Talking about a pub crawl. Oh, I'll tell you, you know. Yeah, but yeah. I am having a little bit of a hard time with it, you know all those meetings, you know. They're all downstairs in church basements. They're all 12-step programs. Need a program with a ramp. ADA compliant. Yeah. So, hold on now. Sorry, I lost track of what I was doing. Okay, so, when I was a drinker, the one drink I could never understand how someone who would willingly drink was a Bloody Mary. You know, I feel like the Bloody Mary was invented by somebody whose doctor said, you know, you need to start consuming more vegetables and less alcohol. And I said, no can do, doc. Best I can do is meet you halfway. And I'm sticking a piece of bacon in it, because fuck you, doc. People with disabilities, we do get made fun of sometimes, get called some pretty mean things. One of the things that really bothers me, you know, it's a word that starts with an R. It's the word that really gets you on the naughty list. It starts with an R, you know. We all know what word it is, right? So here's what we're going to do. Let's say it together, okay? Let's just get it out there and just never say it again after this, okay? So on the count of 3, let's say it together. 1, 2, 3. Rhinoceros. Very close. That is an offensive word. All right, we know it's not rhinoceros. Come on now. 1, 2, 3. Come on. What? Return. All right, I'm just gonna do it myself. Republican. There we go. But being in a chair, it's not so bad a lot of the time. There's no such thing as standing room only. You can't beat the parking. Especially when my picture is in every parking lot, All right. Here, like this. I'm the handicap sign. But I will tell you, though, the biggest fuck you in all of society to people in wheelchairs specifically, it's posted outside of every goddamn elevator. It's that little sign. In case of fire, use stairs. Yeah, right below that, there's another little sign with a picture of me on fire. It says management not responsible for barbecued cripples. Don't worry, I can say the C word. You can't. You had your chance last time. You blew it. I'm going to leave you with this. My wife here, we've been married for 15 years now. Thank you. Appreciate that, Long time, It's funny, though. 15 years later, people still ask me, hey, is your wife in a wheelchair, too? Yeah. I don't go around asking you guys, hey, so does your spouse also ask really fucking stupid questions? No, she's not in a wheelchair. She has a fetish for them. My lady yeah, right there, yeah. My lady likes her role play. Good night, everybody. Hey, Merry Christmas. Love you. Good night. Stephen Ferris. Thank you, Stephen.
Thank you, Dan. One more time for Dan Smith. Do you need me to help you down, or you got it?
Nope, I got it.
You got it? Okay. Cool. All right. Okay. Well, get this thing off. We're down to our final comedian tonight. A guy reached out to me looking for a New Year's Eve show, and he's been opening for people at the Punchline and performing. What other stuff do you do? I mean, you're all over, just all over the place, man. From L.A. too, right? Yeah, all the way from L.A. So you don't even have to go to L.A. tonight to deliver his present because he's here. All right. Let's have a big old round of applause for Clay Newman, everybody. Yeah.
Thank you. My own microphone. Obviously, I'm trying to be sensible about COVID. Also, have you smelled a comedian ever? It's not good. You've seen what the previous 5 people look like. It doesn't smell any better. Why would you think it would? Why do you think they would take care of the outsides better than the insides? No, it's gross. It's all gross. This is a lot of fun. This is a real treat. I just have to establish this. We are streaming live right now. For those of you watching at home, Santa's here. Santa's actually here right now. I know, Santa, you dress like a Pokemon, and so you kind of look like a cartoon when we're streaming here. So Santa's actually real. For those of you in the audience, here's what you're missing. Aggressive cartoons of snowmen just flying in front of the face of the comedian. I don't know if at any point you were watching us, you thought, God, I'm seeing too much of this guy's face right now. This is very silly. Snowman! All right, much better. That's good. This is kind of nice. This really kind of summarizes December for me because this is just a stand-up show. This is comedy. We're just here to watch comedy. But it takes place in this month, so Santa's literally 5 feet away from you. That is what is. I'm surprised every punchline to the joke isn't just the sound of reindeer. Like, that's... There it is. Thank you. Oh, man, I can't believe you managed to find a sweater as loud as you. That is impressive. That is good. Yeah, that, like, if you guys were wondering what that noise was at the bar, that was just his sweater asking about art. I like Santa. I like that you're spending Christmas Eve like the rest of us, just clearly avoiding our families. There's so many people. You're by yourself. At least pretend that. Yep, I get it now. All right. I don't know why I had to say the one sound effect that he had. That is a real bummer on my part. I could have picked so many sound effects. Ah, boy. It's nice to share the stage with Santa Claus. Just another middle-aged bearded white man that's iffy on the Jews. It's good. Santa, you're American, right, Santa Claus? We can establish that. Yeah, fuck the North Pole. North Pole. We put a flag on there. That's our goddamn pole now. North Pole, clearly American. I like that Santa Claus represents peace, happiness, love, togetherness. Not Muslims. Not Muslims, though. Let's be like, if you're Shintoist, you can take those needles out and fuck off. You could get out of here. It's such a beautiful American tradition, that of Christmas, and it really is. It's why we're the best. It's why we're the best, because we're like, you guys, every year at the end we come together, we celebrate, we give each other presents. You don't have presents? Poor piece of shit. We come together. We eat ham. You're not allowed to? You suck ass. I'm jealous. I'm a Jew on Christmas. Do you know what my favorite holiday is this time of year? Christmas. It's Christmas. That's the best Jewish holiday. Every Christmas we get together as a people. We eat Chinese food. And we go to the movies. And I hope you can appreciate how much better that simple, sad Jewish Christmas, how much better that is than every actual Hebrew holiday. It's so much better. Jews don't know how to celebrate. You guys have ham and presents. All of our holidays are basically thousands of years ago. Many of our people died. And so we remember that day with mediocre food. It's so sad. The big one is Passover. On Passover, you dip parsley, which represents life, into salt water, which represents tears. Yeah, you're right to laugh. That's the saddest appetizer of all time. This guy's getting cookies and milk? Are you kidding me? I'm eating life in tears? What are we doing? Give me carrot sticks and ranch dressing. I don't care what it represents. I'm hungry. It could be my grandpa's dick and cum. I don't care. It's a bullshit meal. It is nasty. This is why Elijah doesn't show up, David. You ever see David Attenborough up in the North Pole? He's always up there these days. You ever see him just like bitching at you about polar bears? Does that ever happen? I love David Attenborough, but he's so bitter now. And I get it. He spent his whole life trying to tell us to protect the planet. We didn't. We let that old British man down. And now he is letting us know. He's always out there at the North Pole, just standing there. He looks like Bernie Sanders with the mittens all cold. He's got no business being there. He's 127 years old now. Should be inside, but still he stands out there to yell at us. This icy wonderland once belonged to a majestic creature, the polar bear. Do you hear the guilt in his voice when he says polar bear? I'm just trying to get high and watch animals. I don't know what's happening with David Attenborough now. Planet Earth has shifted tonally. It is. David Attenborough now says polar bear. Like my mother says, you never call. David Attenborough's the best, though. I wish he would narrate my life. I really do. It'd be so much more interesting. It's so boring now, but with David Attenborough, imagines the male stoner awakes after a pleasant 12-hour slumber and begins his day in search for a meal. Fortunately, the bologna is popular this time of year. He pulls the bologna out, and tragedy strikes. Mold. Not to worry. Our hero simply picks the moldy part off the meat, returns it to the refrigerator for some reason, and proceeds to enjoy his deli sandwich. Unfortunately, the deliciousness of this bologna would do nothing to help the sad plight of the polar bear. All right, we're having fun. This is Christmas Eve. Did you want to just do more impressions? You want to do that? Like, I know it doesn't sound like I have a range. I know I sound like the love child of Bob Dylan and Fran Dresser, but shout it out. Maybe I could do it. What do you guys want to hear? I'm here for you. Why do I do this like I'm not 4 feet from you? What do you guys want to hear? Maybe I could do it. Joe Pesci, fuck you. Hold on, here we go. This is my favorite Joe Pesci moment of all time. This is less of an impression, more of a story. Watch Home Alone 1 and 2. Watch it from the perspective of a film editor trying to get rid of the moments where Joe Pesci forgot to not say fuck. That's all of his guys just fuck it. It's like in Roger Rabbit where Donald Duck says the N-word a little bit. Like they just have to kind of ease away. Well, that was fun. Let's try another one. Arnold Schwarzenegger? All right, that one's been done a lot before. I don't know. Did I hear something? Did you say Australian jazz professor? He did. Okay. All right. You guys heard that too. I'm not making this up. It's totally unprepared. Australian jazz professor. We could do that. Okay. We'll have a little fun. This is my take. I know you've heard other comedians do this. This is my take. Just think about your favorite one for a second. He's Googling his right now. It's like, was he Australian or from New Zealand? I don't remember. This is my version of an Australian professor of jazz music. All right, class. I'm going to start this first lesson in a general sense. We're talking about the majesty and the overall wonder of jizz. I'm not sure why my TA here is giggling. There's nothing in this world more pure than smooth, unfiltered jizz. I like it all. Big group, small group. Latin jizz is my favorite. I can sit in a room with my friends, dim the lights. We don't even need to hear each other. We can just feel the jizz. Black fellas invented jizz. This is true, actually. Did you know this, Sacramento? The white man stole jizz from them. Well, I think it's safe to say this has been a very Merry Christmas. Can we agree to that, you guys? Did we have a fun time? Is this better than listening to our racist uncle complain about masks tomorrow? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes? Then God damn it, I feel like we've done our job. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. My name is Clay Newman. Follow me online. Check out the Zoo Review. It's where I rate animals. I really have to hit the T when I explain that one. I rate animals on thezooreview.com. Thank you, guys. Clay Newman, have a good night.
All right. Okay, one more time for Clay. All right. And now it's the end of the show. The show is basically over. The only thing that's left is just me explaining that the show is over. And I don't know. You got any jokes, Santa? Santa takes his job very seriously. You can't when you're delivering presents to kids. It's not a laughing matter. Really, you got to make sure every kid gets the right present and what they deserve too is very important. So, but you got a sense of humor enough to enjoy the show and yeah, at least on some level. Yeah. So okay, and I think everybody else had a good time. From what I saw. So yeah, all right, and thanks for coming out. If I do this again another time, I'll let you know somehow. And yes.
Give it up for Santa.
Chris
Give it up for
Sexton.
Santa.
Chris Sexton, everybody, as Santa. Now you have a joke. Okay, all right.
The Easter Bunny and Smokey the Bear were in the woods one day, and Smokey the Bear looks down at the Easter Bunny and says, "Do you have trouble with shit sticking to your fur?" And the Easter Bunny says, No, I don't." So Smokey reaches down and wipes with him.
Right, because it won't stick. Okay, Santa Claus, everybody. One more time for Santa Claus. And I think all that I really have left to say is, have a safe drive home. And thanks for coming out to Stab, too. I mean, Stab, this is a great place where we can do amazing shows like this. And have a good night. I think that's pretty much it. What else?
That's pretty much it.
All right.
Thank you all for coming out. One more time, Stephen Ferris. Hey. Thank you, guys. That is it for us. Merry Christmas, guys. How about that? Have a good Christmas. We'll be back Sunday, a pre-recorded Stabernacle. If you want to watch that, 3 p.m., just check out stabcomedytheater.com for our full calendar of events. Hope to see you back around here sometime soon. Have a Merry, Merry Christmas.
Why are you smiling like that?
I just like to smile. Smile like my favorite.
Make work your favorite. That's your favorite, okay?
Okay.
Work is your new favorite.